All right, hello everybody. We're live.
Ooh.
Let me introduce you guys to this is Royce
What's up?
and this is Victor.
Hey guys, I'm Victor.
And Royce is also a musician, and Victor is also a musician. Actually, we're all musicians. So
Yeah.
we're like working right now to start a band and shit. And we're talking about we started talking about shit, and we're like, yo, how are we gonna make this band work? Like, what are the things that are gonna have to happen? And we realized that it's kind of like the beginning of it could be the beginning of something great, you know. So we're like, all right, we should record this. So this is the first recording of our first band mastermind thing. So
Cool.
yeah, so welcome guys.
That'd be cool to look back on.
Oh yeah.
Think out how far it goes.
Yeah, it's also interesting just in general to watch yourself interact with people and how you communicate. It's interesting because you don't really notice it, you don't watch it from the third person perspective all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So once you watch it and you're like, oh, that's what I'm talking about, that's how I listen to people, or that, you know, it's it's interesting to just see it from the outside perspective.
Yeah.
I should probably do more podcasts then, so I can examine how I interact with people.
Dude, we should go out, we should go date women and get them on a podcast and then see how analyze how effective our communication is.
Now, ever since the last time me and Evan went to cold approach women back in June,
Mm-hmm.
and I wanted to talk to more women, but I always didn't, and then it got into my head. But then today, I approached a girl and I was like, "Oh, I think you're very pretty."
Oh, you did?
Yeah. And then she
Let's go.
She gave the cutest smile.
Wait, that's awesome.
I think
Dang.
most of the time, because I feel like most people are like, "Oh, you shouldn't cold approach. It's weird." But then when you do it, there's always normally a good reaction.
Mm-hmm.
So it's well, what is true, you know? Don't let your thoughts make up what you think is true when it's normally false.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Hold on, wait. Why
That's
is
cool.
it? It's not saying that it's live right now, though. This is so weird.
It says there's
Uh,
14 viewers
There is? It does?
according to
Wait, hold on.
the stream thing.
Okay, all right. You guys just talk. I'm gonna figure this shit out.
But yeah, I mean that's it's a good point to bring up, you know, because how are they supposed to know? You gotta just send that message through, you know.
Yeah, if you think
Yeah.
about it, no one's really told that they're pretty.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
what happened? Did you get her number or something?
No, I didn't. I didn't go with that intention.
Yeah. You just wanted to make her day.
I just wanted to. I think mainly I wanted to
Break out of your comfort zone.
prove a belief wrong, because
Mm.
subconsciously I was thinking that it would end badly,
Mm-hmm.
but I also knew it wouldn't because from my past experiences. So I knew I had to fight my mind trying to make up stories and just be confronted with the truth, which was we were both happy. She was smiling, and then he was actually super pretty too. But I didn't go on the intention of getting her number, so I was like, I think you're very pretty, and then have a nice day, and I left.
That's cool. You were just showing intent.
Yeah.
Which that's one of the scariest things to do is show intent. Because the thing is, once we actually say, hey, you're pretty, you're cute, that opens us up to being rejected, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why it's a lot easier to just be hey, just talk to them randomly, hey, you know, do you come here often, or some random shit.
Mm-hmm.
Because that will never get you rejected, because if they say oh, I have a boyfriend, it's well, I wasn't intending for that. But once you're clear in your intention, then it's then there's something to get rejected about.
Yeah. But I don't know if I could ask a girl about her day when secretly I want to ask for a number, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I actually have to care about her day for me to ask.
Mm.
Because if I don't care, then it's not worth me asking.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I totally get that. But yeah, actually, I wanted to get into real quick because, right, we started talking about the band thing.
Right.
So first of all, do you want to tell the story about how we met?
Okay. So,
And then go from there.
yeah, let's see how we all met. So I met Evan last year in December. It's July right now. So I was benching, and then
I think we should tell the reverse order about how we met at the meeting.
at the meeting first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I was at this meeting because I go to networking events because I own a business. So I was at this meeting that someone invited me to, and then it's like people were giving like presentations, and then people would come up to get a speech. So this Asian guy walks up. He's like, hey guys, my name's Evan, and I'm a yo-yo world champion. I was like, dude, this guy looks kind of familiar. Like, I think I know him from like high school or something, you know, like a familiar face.
Yeah.
I thought that too. I was like,
Oh, yeah?
dude, I know this guy.
Like in the
Yeah.
audience or no? After?
I saw you. I definitely. I don't know if. Yeah, I think it was like in the audience. I was like, dude, I know this guy. Like, I don't know how I know him, but I
Yeah,
know
I'm
him.
looking at Evan. Like, dude, this guy looks so familiar. But then he said, yeah, I'm a 2018 World Yo-Yo Champion. I'm like, okay, I don't know this guy. Like, I would remember if he was a yo-yo champion. Like, okay, this guy just looks like someone I met in high school. I probably met someone that looks like him.
That's what I thought
So
too.
then, whole thing finishes, blah, blah, blah. He does, like, his crazy yo-yo tricks. And then, after the whole presentation, we were all just mingling. And then we ended up speaking to each other. And then you said, hey, I think you look very familiar to me. I'm like, no way, bring that up, because you look very familiar to me too. And then we're trying to like think how we knew each other. And then I was just thinking, okay, I think it's just like a coincidence thing. Like, there's a lot of Asians here in Hawaii. So I just like dismissing it, but everyone was like, no, like,
I know
we,
you.
we definitely met.
I was
some-
like, I
Evan
know
was-
you.
Evan was so persistent about it.
I was
okay,
like, do
okay.
you go to parties? Like, did you wait? Were you on this boat? Like, I remember seeing someone on a boat. Like,
Right.
I was asking all this shit.
I was like, no. And then I just thought like Evan was just being super focused on it for like no reason. But then I was like, okay, we can figure this out another time. Just give me your number, Evan, and then we'll figure it out because we had to leave the room. And then he starts typing his number, right? And he fills out his number, and his name is on my phone.
This is
already.
Evan Nagao.
This is Evan Nagao.
No.
So now I'm like really tripping out because I for sure knew that I don't know a world yo-yo champion. Like, I would know, right?
Yeah.
And then we ended up going down the elevator, and then Evan was like, oh shoots, we met at the gym.
Oh, no way.
At the
Yeah.
gym. Yeah. Because I was at the gym in December, and then he asked me for a bench, like to spot him.
Yeah, I was on my last set, so I was like, all right, I'm gonna go to failure. So I was like, all right, I need some help. So I was like, hey, dude, can you like spot me?
Yeah, and then I spotted him, and then he was like, dude, we should work out sometime. And then I was like, yeah. But then I didn't work out with him until like never. Until
Like
that
a long
the
time ago.
the
Oh,
seminar
yeah,
was
long
when
time.
seminar was like in February.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw him at the seminar in February.
That's awesome.
And then we still didn't work out. Oh wow,
It took a
And
while
I didn't
for us
see
to
him.
finally work out together.
And then I followed up to work out with him. I was like, okay, now we have to work out because we met at this convention thing. But then I ended up taking the seminar they're talking about in the presentation. And then I saw him at my graduation of that seminar. So if I didn't take that seminar, we wouldn't be here today.
Yeah.
And we started there for the third time because the seminar was in May. Wait, did you go to the March graduation?
I don't remember. Yeah, maybe. Yeah,
Really?
maybe.
'Cause-
I don't remember. I don't know.
Because
I
the
forget.
seminar for me was actually scheduled in March,
Oh, okay.
but I couldn't make it. So if you actually didn't go to the March seminar, and I did, then we wouldn't be here right now either.
Yeah, it's crazy. There's like a bunch of random synchronicities. We won't even get into the whole Steph thing today.
Yeah.
Maybe
Oh
one
yeah.
day.
Oh, the stuff
Yeah,
thing
the
too.
Steph thing is crazy.
yeah, that too. We're not gonna talk about it today.
We can talk about it, but yeah, the main thing is it's crazy. One thing that I wanted to mention is that you really stood out to me at the time. When we first met, like at the gym. I mean, obviously you didn't stand out that much that I didn't remember you.
Yeah.
But you did stand out quite a bit because
Uh-huh.
we were talking and I was like, oh, yo, like, what do you do? And you're like, oh, I own a business, like a marketing business that does like SEO and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. I was like, how old are you? You're like 20. And I was like, holy shit, like you own this like marketing business at 20? Like that's pretty uncommon.
It is very uncommon. Yeah.
So I was like, damn, like this guy's cool. And that's actually what made me wanted to connect with you more than anything because, you know, I own my own business too and it's like marketing related and stuff. But more just like it's good to like connect with other people who are like doing things off the beaten path. Like I like that. So that's why I wanted to work out, I think, more than anything. And then also, like, I was just looking for a gym bro too, because
Yeah.
I just kind of recently started to go to the gym. At that time, it was like maybe my like third month of going consistently to the gym, which I kind of been inconsistent recently, but maybe we gotta get
I've
back
been
on this shit.
inconsistent too, actually.
All right, we gotta get this. We gotta get the gym bro vibes back.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
gonna be one of the
Oh
gym
yeah,
bros.
I'm
Yeah.
down.
All right, lit.
Look at me, bro.
Do you work out often?
No, not often really. I used to go when I was in college. Yeah, the
You're
the
talking
rec
to the
center.
mic more,
Oh yeah,
dude. You gotta move over
I
a little
think
bit.
the
I'm
most
taking up space.
consistent
Or
or
maybe I
my
gotta move
my
over.
longest streak was about like 3 months or so, and then I stopped dorming, so then I couldn't really just walk to a gym anymore. Then that's kind of when I just started giving up that habit of going to the gym consistently. But I am trying to go back into it. It's just trying to find the time, really. Yeah.
I mean, how often were you going?
It was like 4 times a week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was going
That's
3
pretty
times a week,
Mm-hmm.
and then I think around like 2 weeks ago I started going 2 times a week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I'm like going like, or I don't know if I want to go twice this week, to be honest.
We
Like, I
should
can
go.
once.
We should
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, same. Yeah, I've been inconsistent recently, but I've also been playing basketball and stuff. So I
Yeah, that's the
think that kinda
thing.
counts.
Like I can spar, you know. Like I don't. There's no, because before I was working out to lift heavier weights, and I was,
Mhm.
but then I got to a point where it was like, what's the point in lifting heavier weights? I kind of lost reason, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'll just
After a while, you realize it's just like a Sisyphus journey where it's like it'll never end.
yeah, like I can get to 2 plates on bench. Like my PR, even though like it's not too high if you compare it to other people, was like a plate.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was like a plate 40.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm gonna hit 2 plates and then I have to maintain it now. And then what if I stop working out this bar? Then I'm not gonna get 2 plates. It's like, what's even the point of?
Yeah.
Once you hit 2 plates, like that's a pretty big milestone.
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. But I
definitely.
don't know. It's like, I rather spar. You know,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
rather
Yeah.
spar.
And you get cardio, and so you get shredded.
Yeah.
Like if you're doing it for physique, but you were telling me like that you don't really work out for physique though. You just kind of work out for clarity.
Yeah. Yeah. I think because maybe I get more clarity from other things now. Because like rock climbing is good. Just like other.
Oh,
physical
then
act-
that's working out.
Other physical act. Yeah. Besides lifting weights.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'd rather be a weapon than big. No, like
Rather be a weapon
a
than
human
big.
weapon. Yeah,
I like that.
because I don't know if you look at fighters, dude, they don't look like these bodybuilders, but these fighters are weapons.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah. A lot of bodybuilders are actually like a lot shittier at fighting than they look. They're like, oh, this guy's scary, but like if you put him in the ring with like an actual fighter that was much less heavy, they would get fucked up.
Yeah, I was at an MMA fight, and there's this dude. He's big. He's like, he was like this big. He was like buff, MMA, and then he was against someone that's like my size, maybe a bit bigger. But the guy that was my size won.
What? How did that even happen? Like there was like an open weight division?
I think it's because they cut weight, right? But then they can just gain it back, like the, you know, like.
But how?
in
Like
between
that
the-
sounds like a pretty big discrepancy.
It does. Let me try find the video
Okay.
because it's online, dude. It's crazy.
Okay, in the meantime, like, so the way that I met Royce was through Victor. Because, actually, this is kind of a crazy experience. So my band kind of fell apart because my drummer wasn't responding at all. Like, he just kind of stopped responding. And I had a gig, and I was like, yo, bro, like, what's going on? He just ghosted me, basically. But then I realized, like, it wasn't kind of working because I was trying to constantly pull these people towards what I was trying to do. And so it was like me dragging all of them. Like I was trying to carry them all on my back. And I was like, man, it would be nice to meet like a group of musicians that were like individually motivated. And, you know, they wanted the same thing that I wanted, like to create a successful band that has like performed bigger and bigger gigs over time. So right when I had that thought, like Victor decided to come over to my house. And when he came over to my house, we started talking. He said, yo, dude, like my friends want to get together and like start a band, but like we need a vocalist. Like, do you want to be a vocalist? Or like he just said we need a vocalist. And I was like, yo, I can be your vocalist. And it was like perfect timing. It was like I kind of manifested you guys. So then
Yeah.
we did our first rehearsal like the next like 2 weeks from that meeting that we had, and then that's when I met Royce, and I was like really impressed because Royce like he was on the bass, but like he also plays like keys, you know, drums, like, and he had all this equipment, so I was like pretty sick.
Yep.
But, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we had our first rehearsal in my garage. Kind of have like it's a little garage band. I have like some PAs, mixers, hook up all the instruments and all that.
What was your
But
first
yeah.
impression of me? I'm kind of curious.
I mean, the first time I heard Evan was I was on my way home driving on the freeway, and I just get a random call from someone has 808
Area code.
yeah, the area
That's
code.
the area code in Hawaii.
Yeah, so the area code shows up. I'm like, oh well, maybe someone local just got my number. So I just answered it. And then it's this guy. This guy is like, "Hey Royce, it's Evan. I heard we have like a rehearsal at your house or something." I mean, he sounds like really like enthusiastic and pretty. He's like really looking forward to it. But yeah, I mean, right there, I could honestly just tell that he has that drive for music. Like not a lot of people that I've played with would do that. Like even before a rehearsal, like try to talk to me first, you know. Especially because he's new too. Especially to me, yeah. Really good first impressions for sure. Yeah.
You had previous bands, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, I have.
well, tell me about that.
Well, my first few bands, well, my very first one I started in college. We did like a country slash rock band.
Country, interesting.
Country, yeah.
Do you like country?
I like country. I could vibe with some country. But yeah, it was this old guy on Craigslist. Met one of my friends, and that friend recommended me to be their drummer. And then it was like a 4-piece, pretty basic, you know, drummer, bass, guitar, and I was and piano player. But I mean, we've closed it on good terms, you know. It wasn't like anything too crazy. It's mainly just schedule and availability. But yeah, I liked playing country and rock. We played at a few bars. It was pretty sick. There was some bar fights.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah.
Like a
What
lot?
happened?
So it's just some drunk guys are just crazy. They just get a little rowdy. They just knock a bunch of chairs and try to fight with other people.
That sounds
So,
fun.
Oh, that sounds
Yeah.
dangerous.
yeah. Some bar performances are kind of, they have some unexpected events.
That
be
sounds
honest.
entertaining though. Like it's like you get a free UFC fight.
True.
Yep.
As long as you're not involved, as long as you don't get a bottle thrown at your head.
Yeah.
True.
Yep.
Actually, that happened to me when I was at a gig at this place called On Stage. I don't think they're open anymore. But some guy was really coked out. He tried to fight me first, but I was too chill. Like I was like, I'm not fighting you. Like he like really wanted to pick a fight with somebody, right?
Mhm.
And he was kind of like my same size, whatever. So he tried to pick a fight with me, and he was like getting all angry. And I was like, oh dude, like nah, I'm chill. Like I don't like. And he's like, oh well, you're too chill. I can't fight you.
How does he pick a fight with you?
I don't even remember what he was saying, but he was just insulting me about things. Like
Oh,
I don't
being a
remember
dick.
exactly what he was insulting me about, but just
Yeah.
some random shit like, oh bro, like nice like hair or some shit. He was saying some shit.
Yeah.
just talking shit.
Yeah, and I was just like, okay, yeah, I mean, I can see you want to fight somebody. It's not gonna be me tonight. I'm
That's
sorry.
crazy, man.
So later that night, like he swung a punch at somebody else, and
What the?
then the cops came. It was pretty epic. But
Hey, man. That could have been you.
yeah, no, it wouldn't, because dude, like I don't know. I feel like I diffuse energy very easily. I'm just
Mhm.
like, bro, this isn't like I'm not gonna fight you. Like
Yeah.
I'm just not. Like
That's cool.
yeah. But yeah, he was also very coked out, so like I wouldn't want to take that fight because he'd probably like go crazy. But
No, there's some crazy people, man.
Mhm.
Here, this is back to the Instagram. So this
Oh, yeah.
is do you see how big that guy is compared to?
Okay, let's see.
Wait, I need to hold the screen. The guy on the left.
Oh yeah. I mean, they're comparable though.
No, they're not, dude.
Not at all.
Dude, look how big that guy's chest is compared to. Let me bring it.
With the guy on the left is the bigger guy.
Yeah, he's so much bigger. Like more bulkier is.
I mean, not that much. Like, it is quite a bit, but like.
I guess you gotta see it in person. You gotta see it in person.
Oh, let's show the chat.
Oh, you gotta hold it down.
Chat, what do you think? I don't know if they can even see.
Go on X1 Instagram, dude. That guy was big. So big. Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah, I mean that happens a lot. Like, Israel Adesanya, you know him?
Yeah.
He'll fight some big guys.
Yeah. You know he looks small in the ring, but it's because the guys are just so much bigger.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Paulo Costa was a crazy fight. Like Paulo Costa was much bigger than him, but I don't know. There's a lot of different factors.
Mm-hmm.
He's also very tall and
Yeah.
lanky, so his limbs are like fucking like
Long,
Mr. Incredible or
Yeah.
Mr. Whatever. What is the not Mr. Incredible? Who's the fucking
the
Mrs.
stretchy girl?
Incredible.
huh?
Oh, isn't the mom?
The
stretchy?
mom is the
Mr.
stretchy one.
Fantastic. That's what I'm thinking of.
Oh.
Isn't it? Yeah,
Oh.
Mrs. Incredible as well.
Oh.
The stretchy arms. Yeah, Israel Adesanya's like whatever stretchy arm motherfucker. Like
Dang.
he's just long, lanky. But yeah. So, anyways, we're starting this band. So, how do you guys feel about that? Are you guys excited? You guys vibing?
How do you feel?
Let's ask the chat.
Is there a chat?
I don't know. Is there a chat?
There's a chat, but
Oh,
there.
there's actually some people.
Hey, chat. But yeah, no. But I do like to have the podcast more interactive between us because what happens is like people that are watching it later, they're not gonna be that involved. Can y'all try beatboxing music? All right, who's gonna?
Oh, I'm good.
Oh shit,
I don't know.
that's good. I didn't know you can beatbox like that.
I don't know.
Can you rap?
bro?
Yeah, a
Can
little
you
bit.
freestyle?
I do, but one of you would have to. I thought you. I was hoping one of you guys would like get on the
No,
beat.
bro.
I don't know how.
Dude, I rap. I don't rap about good stuff when I'm on the beat.
Really? What do you rap about? Like random crazy, like
Yeah, random
murder and shit?
Yeah.
like shooting people?
Yeah, I don't know what else to think. No, I don't rap about shooting people.
All right, good.
No.
That's good. Yeah, I do freestyle sometimes, but I'm not super good. But yeah, so yeah, I don't know. Like I was thinking about this. Am I pushing too hard to make this happen, or is it like the right amount? You know, like how much is too much? Because sometimes I feel like, oh, okay, I'm pushing for this thing, but it's like it's a little forceful. It's not like elegant, you know. Like or like with the band, it's like, all right, guys, I want to go here. Let's go here. Like, do you want to go here? No, not really. Oh, well, we should go here. Like, you know. Whereas like, there's probably more of an elegance to it. I'm trying to figure out this.
Well, I think you should just try to do what you want to do, because you're kind of setting that standard for what you want for the band, and you'll kind of see how everyone else is gonna react to that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'd say just do what you think would be best. Whatever. Try to go on that. What is that term? How fast you wanna grow the band and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Just try to go at my own pace and then
Yeah.
see who can keep up, basically.
I guess so. Yeah. And if that's the case, like maybe bring it down a bit, or
Mm-hmm.
it kind of depends too on like what you want to do.
Yeah, I mean, cause yeah, part of me doesn't want to go so fast that it's like unenjoyable. You know, like I've done this before with yo-yo. When I won the World Yo-Yo Contest, I practiced 5 hours a day every day for like a year, and
Oh.
I lost a lot. Like it was a big sacrifice. It probably feels kind of like what you're going through building your business,
Yeah.
where there's just you don't have time for other shit. But then after doing like a lot of psychedelics and shit, and just like realizing what life's about, I realized it's like so important to balance things out. like there's a time that you spend building your thing that you want to do, that the you know, whether that be music or your business or whatever, and then there's time that you need to spend with your friends, and there's time that you need to like go out and talk to girls, and there's time that you need to go to the gym, you know. So like, and there's time that you need to just rest and do nothing and be a degenerate, like. So like, I don't know, I'm starting to realize that I don't want to do it like how I did with yo-yo. So being a bit more like balanced with the whole thing,
Mhm.
you know.
I think what you said previously is a good way to look about it. You said that you're heading towards a destination on a train, and then whoever wants to hop on, and you can always hop off. But I'm driving this train. I'm going somewhere, and you can come if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's pretty
and
good.
that's a good way to look at life in general.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I feel about this whole thing. Like, it'll be so fun. I mean, whoever hops on the train is gonna like.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's gonna be hard, you know, but the hard is the fun too. Like,
Right.
there's fun in the hard, and there's fun in the crazy, joyful, uh, hyper. I don't know, hyper exciting moments. For some reason, the word came nymphomaniac in my head, which has nothing to do with it. Or maybe that's what's on my mind.
What is nymphomaniac?
It means like addicted to sex.
Oh.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
But like the main thing is like it'll be really fun. There's gonna be a lot of fun moments, and it's gonna be exciting. And we're gonna perform for lots of people, put on big shows. Yeah, but you know it'll also be like moments of extreme discipline and like extreme like, hey, you know, we need to get our shit together and be really like locked in and shit. But to me, it's all fun. It's like, it's there's a process of just getting better that's like really satisfying, you know. I was
Right.
thinking of it like doing like starting a esports team, you know, like I think I was telling you this, like a League of Legends team, like a pro League of Legends team or something, and you're like at first you guys all kind of suck, and then you kind of get coherent, and then you build it together, and then you understand how each other works, and then you know you guys can have synergy over time. But also that's what we were talking about tonight. Like you have to have the right members, right? Because if you like, do you ever play League of Legends?
I've tried it.
Okay, so like yeah, basically in League of Legends there are all these ranks, right? From iron, bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamond, master, grandmaster, challenger. So like challenger is where like all the pros are. They're like the best of the best. So like I was telling Victor this, like I'm kind of like a diamond player maybe, or like plat player in terms of music. And so like, so you know we have to build the right team. Like we can't just have like a few plats, like gold, and then like the rest are like iron or bronze. Like it has to kind of be like where we're all kind of at the same level so that we can like at least have the potential to go pro over time. So yeah, that's the other thing that we were talking about is like finding the right people and how that'll happen. But I don't know. I'm kind of thinking maybe there's an aspect of like finding just people that are really like passionate about it and then growing together, because there might be some sort of camaraderie aspect that builds that kind of transcends like just the whole like almost like businessy aspect of it. So I'm stuck figuring out which is best, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, I think definitely just starting, and we just need to start and get some progress going, right? So
Yeah, just start the train, you know?
yeah, start moving.
Yeah.
Feel how the gears feel.
Yeah.
So when's your first rehearsal or second rehearsal, I guess?
I mean, who's gonna be there? Like, is it gonna be us three and your bass and not your bass, or it is your bass, yeah, your bass and your guitar guy?
Yeah, it could be. Could be. How confident are you on drums? Like,
Pretty confident.
so you can just play
Oh, yeah.
anything? Like,
Yeah.
pretty much?
Just like kind of by ear. Yeah.
Everest is good.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, we could do it. Maybe Wednesday, next Wednesday. Or
Oh, yeah.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
What days are you guys free?
Wednesday works for me.
It really just depends on the week.
Okay. Yeah, so maybe next Wednesday then.
Yeah.
Let's shoot for next Wednesday.
What do you want to play? The same stuff?
Same stuff, and then let's add some songs. So
Okay.
I'll send a set list.
Okay.
Like I want to add Rager songs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think you're gonna go back to school?
Probably not. No.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't do good in school, to be honest.
Yeah, I didn't do good in school either.
Yeah.
Me either.
I mean, I did good in school, but I didn't like it.
University of YouTube. That's where I'm at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did they pay well for the computer tech stuff?
It's all right. Yeah. Yeah. I'm kind of mostly doing it for experience too. I can pretty much I know like every single computer parts, and I could just like build them in like a couple hours or maybe like one or two. I know how to diagnose them pretty fast. But yeah, I'm a pretty big computer guy.
Do you
That's for
enjoy
sure.
it?
Yeah, I enjoy computers. I found out I like computers in COVID, during the pandemic, and I even started my own business, building computers for like friends and family. Yeah, it was just a little small business in high school, but then I ended up realizing how much work it takes to start up something like that. So I right after high school, I just decided to work for a local company that already does what I like to do, and kind of just branch off of that. Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like we're all in a very similar position. We all have like our thing that we're doing. So like me with Yo-Yo, Victor with his marketing business, you with computers, and then we're coming together to do this music thing on the side. But I do think in our hearts, deep down, like music is really where we want to go. Like, regardless if we're gonna like really admit that or not, there's something that really like there's a fire for me for sure, and I think I can kind of tell that Royce definitely has that in him. And I don't know about Victor so much, but I think so. But like, I think there might be other shit blocking it.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see. Maybe it is not my calling, or maybe it is my calling. We'll see.
We'll see what like. We don't even know what calling means. Like, is calling a real thing? Like,
True.
it's like, I don't know. I don't even know if it is. Like, I just want to have fun.
Oh yeah.
Like, I just want to have fun, and I like look at all the other options. It's like, okay, I could do this. I could like, start a business in this field or do this thing, and it's like at the end of the day, it's not gonna be as satisfying as like performing for like tons of people around the world. That's where my mind's at. But yeah, I don't know.
Do you think your parents put any pressure on you to support them?
I definitely want to like help my mom pay off the home because we still have like some money on the mortgage. But there's no pressure really. It's just like,
I see.
I just want to. I think it'd be cool.
Yeah, maybe a bit about what is holding me back is a sort of pressure I put on myself to support my parents. Because it'd be nice to have them work less,
Yeah, same.
Yeah. Are they still in the? Do they make yo-yos or sell yo-yos?
Well, my dad, he is doing marketing for another company. And my mom just she's a housewife. She just kind of takes care of stuff around the home. And she also does real estate on the side as well. Nice. But yeah, I mean, that's what I was saying though. I don't think it's mutually exclusive, and I think once it makes sense that the music can make money, then it'll all make sense. But yeah, you just have to start like from the beginning of, just doing something simple, and then it grows like slowly into something.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
I think we just gotta honestly just put like our first performance day down. Because we can like practice all we want, but like if we don't perform, then I feel like performing will move the needle. Yeah,
we can get a gig at Anna O'Brien's. I know a few people that are connected there. including one of my friends, Mello, who like knows the owner. Yeah, you know Mello.
What does Mello do?
He's like he just does different random business ventures. He's trying to figure himself out right now.
I see.
But yeah, maybe we'll have him on the podcast.
Yeah. You just met Mello last month, yeah.
Yeah, like a month ago or so. Yeah.
Same time as me.
Yeah, same as you. We both met Mello at the same time.
Mellow.
So.
Mello.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's cool.
He's pretty mellow.
Is he?
Yeah. He's got
some energy though.
He's got moments of energy. Yeah, he's got moments of
mellow.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll have to uncover this. I do think it's gonna require a lot of faith because it's like, all right, we're gonna do this thing. Is it gonna work or not? And you know, the faith will just have to build over time, I guess. But
definitely.
Yeah. I don't know what else.
Is music the main thing you want to talk about in this podcast?
No, we can talk about anything. I mean, but whatever you guys. Yeah. I thought it was good to talk about the band getting started and all this stuff because it could be like this could be in the documentary.
Oh.
Imagine look, we're in the documentary right now on Netflix or whatever the feature of Netflix is. It's like, shit, this is how it started.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. But
you guys were here.
Yeah.
Whoever's watching.
15? 17.
Do I also Twitch stream?
Do you Twitch stream?
No, not right now.
Do you used to play games?
Yeah, I used to play games. I played a little bit of League of Legends yesterday with my friend John.
Do you stream games though?
No.
Oh, okay.
Is League your main game?
Yeah.
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 Cool.
I've been playing this game Getting Over It recently.
Oh, isn't that with the pickaxe?
Yeah.
Oh
man.
Yeah, that's frustrating, isn't it?
It is, but like once you get kind of good at it, it's like you kind of like you can speed run it and stuff. It's kind of more fun. Yeah.
Have you seen a game where it's like 5 people, and it's like maybe it's like three people attached to each other with chains?
Yeah.
And they have to like jump through obstacles, but one person gets pushed off, you all get pushed
off. Is that the 2D game?
You fall. No, not that one. Not that one. I think that's Pico Pico. I think.
Yeah, Pico Pico Park or something.
No. It looks so tilting.
Oh, but
I know Pico Pico Park as well though. Yeah.
It's you're talking about it's like the same concept but in like 3D.
Yeah, 3D.
I saw like some clips of YouTube like that.
Yeah.
Isn't it? It's like only up, but like with a bunch of
they
like
fall so far down sometimes. Like, holy crap, dude.
See, that's what I'm worried about with the band. Like, if we like decide to commit to this, we're committing to going up this mountain, right?
Yeah.
We have to be in sync. Otherwise, like, it's gonna be like one person's just gonna fall off, and everybody's like gonna fall off. But like that's what we're talking about tonight, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Evan, I feel like if you guys stick to it, I'm sure you guys will make it. Like, cause that's with anything in life. If you stick to it and you're adaptable, then you'll make it.
Yeah, but now you're like taking the responsibility off for yourself.
Oh, I never said this was my calling.
I know.
You said calling might not be a thing.
I know.
I mean, because I was like, yeah, I'm not sure, but I know we talked about this before. But I know that if you guys just stick with it, like, if you guys want to be at the top of the mountain, you'll be at the top of the mountain.
Yeah.
But you can't control if other people will come with you or not.
Yeah, it's a little different analogy where it's like we're not chained to people. Like if somebody falls off, we can find another person.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is a funny analogy though that you brought up.
Oh yeah, the game.
Like the game kind of is an analogy for the band in a way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah. Team practice, whatever.
It's team building.
Team building.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there has to be some level of commitment to the members involved. You know, it can't just be like, okay, we're just gonna try to like be a part of this whenever we can. Like, there's gotta be some commitment for sure. But yeah, we'll see what happens with it. We'll just keep. I mean, that's a bad way to put it. We're gonna push forward, and however it unfolds, it'll unfold. But yeah, I'm just embracing life right now. Like, I'm just vibing. Like, I don't know. This is cool. I like doing this kind of stuff. Podcasting is really fun for me as well.
Yeah, I think I definitely want to podcast more and listen to myself speak.
Mm. Yeah.
So I guess I'll watch this back.
It'll be satisfying. It's so fun.
Yeah.
Right.
Actually, you guys should talk more so that you guys can experience how you interact more.
Like lead the conversation.
Yeah, say things. I don't know.
As you say that, my mind went blank.
Why'd your mind go blank? Maybe you're tired.
Maybe. What time is it? I'm gonna check the time.
Yeah, we can end it. We can end it soon.
Okay, yeah, we can end it like in a few minutes.
Any thoughts?
No, not for me. Not right now. No. Yeah.
So it sounds like we emptied our tanks
Yeah.
creatively, like. But you know what's funny though? Like when you're just hanging out with friends, like you always have things to say. You always talk about things, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then when you're on a podcast, all of a sudden, like there's like this pressure, like oh shit. Like,
I mean, yeah. Like, what can you say, and what can you not say?
anything.
I
You
think
can literally say anything.
I mean, definitely in today's age, people get there's a word for it back then in like 2012, butthurt.
Yeah.
But hurt.
People get butthurt now, but no one tells
Cancel
them
culture.
no one tells them they're butthurt anymore. Back then, people would tell them you're getting butthurt. I remember Ryan Higa made a video about butthurt people.
Mm.
Yeah, but now you can be butthurt, but you can like cancel people because you're butthurt.
Yeah, I mean nobody can really cancel you. I experienced this. So I told you about
Right.
this, the whole KKK thing.
Right.
But yeah, I mean at the end of the day, they're gonna feel how they feel. But you know,
Yeah.
you gotta do your thing.
Yeah, I definitely think, but if you're polarizing with your ideas, then sure, some people won't follow you, but since you stand for something and you lead with something, then your followers are a lot more attracted to you.
Yeah, and also like it creates attention. Like the whole like Donald Trump says no media or all media is good media. Meaning like if they're talking shit about you, they're still talking about you.
Right.
And the people that agree with you are gonna argue with the ones talking shit about you, and it's just gonna create a whole lot of energy.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I definitely agree with that. Yeah, when I was getting canceled, bro, like you should have seen how many freaking DMs I had in my inbox, like from people who hate me and people who supported me. Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, I feel like those things are hard because sometimes you come into it with good intentions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but then they're just people typing. So
Yeah,
they just type
people
whatever.
can't tell. They have their own idea of what your intentions are and shit
Right.
like that.
Right.
But what's your most polarizing thought right now recently?
Most polarizing thought.
Yeah, what's the polarizing thought that you have?
The first one that comes to mind is if men should have multiple wives.
What do you think? Do you think they should or no?
Well, you have to look at like the text, like what do people in the past say. So
Uh-huh.
I think Jesus says only one man, one wife, right?
Yeah. What do you think?
What do I think?
Yeah.
I mean, I was raised my whole life one man, one wife, and I think it doesn't make sense to have multiple wives unless you want a lot of kids.
Okay.
Like, I think the idea of one wife and fuck around, it doesn't sound productive.
Mm.
But if you have, let's say you have two wives, I mean, if you have one wife and then you have another wife, like a mistress just to fuck around, that doesn't sound too productive either. But if you have two wives because you want a lot of kids, you want like 20 kids, then that makes a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm.
I was reading this book called The Way of the Superior Man.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard of it?
David Data, yeah.
Yeah. Have you heard of it?
No.
Have you read the book?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. One of his quotes was like, yeah, as a man, you get to choose your life purpose. And some men, their life purpose is to have a lot of sex and have a lot of pleasure.
Mm-hmm.
And I think in the book he said that wasn't wrong, but he was saying, is your life purpose just to have a lot of pleasure? You know, maybe your life purpose is to do more than just like fuck 10 girls a month. You know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I definitely don't think that's like my purpose is to fuck 10 girls a month.
Yeah.
But I mean, like I'm gonna definitely like have a lot of sex. Like it's gonna be fun.
Right.
that's part of it for sure
Sure.
in the beginning. But I think eventually I want to settle down, and I think it makes the most sense to settle down with one woman for me. Um, just because I think honestly it's more just I'm kind of lazy and I don't want to deal with multiple wives.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of headache too.
Like,
'Cause, like, yeah.
well, it's not that I think I probably could if I really tried. But the thing is, like, there's so many other things that I want to do in my life too. I want to
Mm.
perform around the world. I want to, like, make music with the greatest of all, like some of the greatest of all time.
Mm.
I want to, like, have this band. I want to, like, just enjoy life, like just have peace in my life, just get to experience nature and shit like that. So, like, yeah, all those things. I think life gets more complicated when you have so many wives. But I mean, I'm not like saying it's morally wrong necessarily. I think if that's what your intention is and that's what you want, I mean, there could be a case made for that too.
Mm.
Obviously, the Christians are gonna be like, no, and the Muslims are gonna be like, yes.
Right. What do you think, Royce?
I'm kind of the same like Victor. I did, of course, grow up in a family, one wife, one husband, right?
Mm.
I don't know. I'm kind of neutral on it.
Really?
I
What?
don't want to really say too much, I guess.
Mm.
But
It's hard to know too because
'Cause-
we don't know many people that have that, like, multiple
Yeah.
wives. And I mean, I think also it's pretty uncommon because for that to happen, the
Right.
man has to have so much resources financially
Mm.
and then have, like, the riz to do that too. Like, it's pretty hard
Yeah.
to do that even if you wanted to.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the only way I would consider it is if I meet a lot of men in person to have multiple wives. And I'm like, okay, I want that. Like, I see their life. Because I think a lot of people talk about it online, but then online just like 10 seconds of their life. And they're just talking about it on camera too. It's not like their actual life. So, yeah, to meet someone in person and to really know that person in person.
And to get to know, like, hey, what's your life like?
Right.
Like, are you really happy? Like,
Right.
really deep down, are you happy?
Right.
Because
Right.
there's probably a lot of people that, like, if they do have that lifestyle, like multiple wives, they're like, oh, look at me, I have multiple wives. But then if
Yeah.
you really ask them the real questions,
Yeah.
I'm not sure about this, but it seems like it would be probable that when you really ask them, hey, is your life happy or not? They'd be like, nah, I'm, like, pretty fucking stressed out all the time. And, like,
Yeah.
it's tough, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, most people don't even have multiple wives. It's more only just like. Actually, most people that talk about those things aren't even married. I don't think.
Like polyamory.
Yeah, they're like in one-sided polyamory.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Like, yeah, whatever it's called, yeah.
Yeah. What's your most polarizing thought, Royce?
what is polarizing?
Something,
Controversial.
or just something you found that other people don't agree with sometimes. 50-50 maybe. Or me had none.
I don't really have any. I don't know.
Do you have any?
I think we should. I think that non-black people should be able to say the N-word.
Really?
Yeah, like not the hard R. But
Oh man.
I'm not gonna say because there's a social stigma against it.
Yeah.
But it's like in a certain context, right? Okay, so
Uh.
let me explain this, right?
Yeah.
Like if you say it in a certain way, it can be meant as an insult, like, oh, you're dumb, like whatever.
Mm.
But if you're like, yo, hey, you're my, like,
Yeah.
it's a friendly thing. It's like you're mean it in you're my friend. It's really a synonym for friend. And
Yeah.
in my opinion, like, one of the reasons why black people took on that word, because it was originally like a racist word, is because they wanted to take the power away from it, right? So they
Right.
turned it into their thing that, like, makes camaraderie, right? Creates
Right.
camaraderie. And so, like, I really think that, like, that was a really cool thing that they did, is like they changed the meaning of it from, like, this meant like somebody who's worth less to like somebody who, like, just a random slang for, like, hey, this is my friend, or this is a cool guy. So they took the power away from the word. And I think the next step of taking that power away is to get more, like, non-black people to, like, just start saying it in that same context with that same meaning of friend or, like, dude or guy.
Mm.
But obviously we're not there yet. That's a really progressive way of seeing things, and, like, I'm gonna get canceled again probably for saying this shit. And so I'm not gonna go around saying it. Like, I don't think it's socially acceptable at this point.
Yeah.
But deep in my mind, I think dude, I think that's a good thing. I think it's gonna progress things in a positive way.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh man, man. If you get famous, you gotta be careful about your old footage, Evan. They're gonna take that one sentence. Yeah, I think white people should be able to say the N word, and then they're just gonna put that one bit on TikTok without the whole like context.
Yeah, that's what happened before. It's
Yeah.
happened to me. I'm used to it.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, I see. Oh man.
Hey, yo, that's
Yeah, I mean that makes
crazy.
a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. I mean it's hard because even saying, because I know back in like 2012 saying words like retarded or like
Gay.
fag, gay,
Yeah, fag. Yeah.
like that was fine, but now it's not. And I think it could be the same for the N word too. Like maybe it'll be fine for a bit, but that's a more extreme one obviously. But then it can always just revert back.
I mean, it's like, what's your intention, right? Is like your intention to reduce racism?
Right.
So then the question is, okay, if your intention is to reduce racism, then like, are you like, I don't know, it's just I guess it depends, right? Because there are a lot of people that are like, okay, if we normalize saying the N word, there's gonna be a lot of people that like would abuse that and say it in a negative way. So that's not what I want. But I
Yeah.
would want people to feel free to say it to help take the power away from it. Like, yo, I want to say it with this meaning.
Yeah.
Like, this is a chill, like, this means like friend. Like, I want that to be like clear. Or this means like dude or guy.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
But I
yeah.
wonder, have you heard the theory that all the big people control the social media and they keep everyone stupid and like confused?
Yeah, the Illuminati.
Yeah.
Yeah, why?
Maybe we'll never get to that point because they're just gonna confuse us all the time. I
Could
mean,
be.
we're in a world right now where you don't even know if you can call someone a man or a girl. You know,
Oh,
Like-
this
like
is a
literally.
polarizing. This is a polarizing conversation right here.
like you
Huh?
you can't call someone a man or a woman without like being like, oh shoots, I'm sorry, like. Yeah, but the thing is, you scientifically, biologically, molecule, like as molecules, you cannot change from a man to a woman.
There are certain circumstances that people are born like hermaphrodites and things like that.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Really?
but
What is that? What is that?
like somebody who's like has both an X and Y chromosome,
Oh, I see.
things
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's like little in between things, but this is funny. I just realized you're pretty red pilled, eh?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you
Yeah.
like super into like Andrew Tate and stuff?
Yeah, I like what he says.
This is interesting. We should have more conversations like this. We could stir the world about
Yeah.
it.
I wonder if Andrew Tate's still controversial. I
I
remember.
mean, he kind of died out after he got arrested.
Yeah.
He kind of realized, like, I think what happened was he got arrested and he was like, ah, fuck, like,
This isn't worth it.
yeah, it's not worth it. I keep saying crazy shit and like, I'm getting a lot of views, but at the end of the day, if I'm gonna get arrested and have to go to jail, and
Like
shit,
3 months, yeah.
it's like this is lame.
No, he made like a huge turn, like in
Mhm.
like how he phrases his messages now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's not as reckless anymore because
Yeah.
he's realizing that. Well, because at first he realized that strategy was really powerful because everybody was googling him. He was the
Yeah.
most like the same thing we were talking about. He was the most like talked about person in the planet.
Uh-huh.
And then he realized that going to jail and like potentially getting assassinated, all this shit, he started getting scared of that. So he's like, all right, never mind. I'm just gonna like chill out, just be a normal guy.
Yeah.
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 But
How do you feel about Andrew Tate?
I think that there's some things that he says that are valuable, like a lot of things that are valuable, but I think that there's certain things that he says or that certain ways of being that he embodies that are quite toxic.
Mm-hmm.
So like a lot of his just his persona and his way of living is based on pride and
Yeah.
based on ego. Like, I'm better than you because of all of these things and I want to be better than you, and it's all about being better than other people. So that aspect I don't really vibe with. I think that there's another level to it where it's like you're choosing more compassion and more love and more um, working with people and being in synergy with people in a way that isn't just like he'll talk about things like that, like, hey, I love my brother and stuff, and we're better than everybody else, right? It's always like with the asterisk on top of it. But maybe there's another way of living that's like, hey, we're just here to experience life together, have good relationships, and be at peace, here now. So yeah, I mean, I think that the qualities of masculine drive and the qualities of pushing yourself to be the best self you can be for the ones around you, things like that, that's valuable for sure.
Right.
So it's mixed with things that are also like things that I personally don't vibe with in terms of like from a value standpoint.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about you, Rice?
Well, honestly, Andrew Tate was kind of one of the reasons why I started going to the gym a little more.
That's good. Yeah. See, that's valuable. That's really good.
Yeah. It's like whenever he'd show up at my feed, I'm just like, man, like I gotta change something with my life. But yeah, he does give out a lot of valuable lessons. And like how you like some about like masculinity, stuff like that. But like things that I agree that will make me a better person, and it has. But yeah, I mean, I haven't really been getting him in my feed lately, so.
So you stopped going to the gym. That's why you stopped.
No, not necessarily. It was mainly because of I wasn't dorming anymore, but yeah, I mean, I like what he says, but I've heard like some bad things about Andrew. Like, I guess he's a wife beater. Have you guys heard of that?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that.
Yeah, I don't know about that one either.
No.
I mean, he definitely was a playboy.
Yeah,
Definitely was a playboy.
for sure. He's done
For
fucked
sure.
up shit, for
Yeah.
sure. We don't know to the extent of what that is.
Yeah, I mean, like, I kind of looked into him a little bit. Like, there's some people interviewing, like, these girls he slept with, and they say, like, negative things about him. Like, oh, he raped this one girl and all that. It's just, like, those kind of things I don't really agree with about him, just from those things I've heard. But I like that, the other part of his mindset is, like, his drive. He's pretty driven to do pretty successful things, and that's kind of like something I want to be like. Just not the wife beating part.
Yeah, and then that part is a question. You can question that too, right? Because there's a lot of people that just don't like him, and then they're gonna create misinformation to like taint his name, basically. I don't know what's true or not, because he could be a wife beater. He could be, a sex trafficker, all these things, but so far that there hasn't really been clear evidence of that. So
Right.
I don't base like any of my judgments based on those things that don't have evidence. I think, if that shows up, then yeah, then I'm going to persecute him for that. But so far it hasn't. And so like the evidence hasn't been super clear about that. But yeah, I still have my qualms with him for different reasons as well. So
Yeah, I mean, to me, he had a positive impact in my life. He makes me work for other people, do things for other people. Yeah, a lot of his values are a good reminder throughout the day. And even his maybe some things you don't agree with are good to listen to as well. Because if you don't agree with it, then you can solidify why you don't
yeah,
agree with it, and you can agree to disagree.
you can get clear on your own beliefs.
Yeah, I think a lot of people today too can't agree to disagree. And I feel like when I was in college, at least, a lot of conversations were very surface level. So it couldn't get to a level where you would disagree with them.
Mm-hmm.
So that led to sort of shallow relationships with others and not deep and meaningful ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like if you really love somebody, it's like there's gonna be like everybody's gonna have certain areas where they disagree with them.
Yeah,
But
I agree. I agree.
The power comes when you can accept them for that, and then potentially have conversations. Maybe try to work out where you guys have disagreements and see if you can come to some sort of agreement, or also just like you said, agree to disagree.
Yeah, I think that's a beautiful type of relationship. where you can mess up, but you're forgiven, and you'll do better next time, and you will do better next time. I think that's a beautiful way to be there for someone, you know? Because I sort of realized that last year. And I was like, yeah, this is how relationships should be.
Mm-hmm. That's unconditional.
Yeah.
That's unconditional love.
Yeah. And then really nothing can break you, because every time something goes wrong, you'll just work on it together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that happened recently with my friend John.
Yeah.
We were going through kind of like I wouldn't say a falling out, but we were just kind of like angry at each other or we had some resentments, underlying things.
Yeah.
And then we were finally like, dude, like, let's communicate about this. Like, why are you angry at me? All right, it was because you said this. I was like, oh, I didn't mean that at all.
Yeah.
And, okay, well, then why are you angry at me? Oh, because of this. Oh, I didn't mean that either. Oh, okay. So then, and then we get clear, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's kind of gets bad if like you can't say shit, because then it's like you can't talk about those stuff.
Yeah, like sometimes like you didn't know that would trigger them, but then you talk about it. Now you know, and then now you know something about them that most people don't know. So now your relationship is stronger with them.
Mm-hmm.
So the ability to talk about it and forgive is very powerful.
Yeah, communication's fucking so powerful.
Right.
So powerful, man.
Yeah. Yeah, and no communication leads to resentment. Yeah, and also leads to sort of, I heard this from like a YouTube video, like dehumanizing. Like that's why wars start, because we don't talk to their side, so we just make up things about them, and we don't treat them as humans anymore, because we're not talking to them, and we don't see them as a person anymore.
Yeah, I'm dropping bars. I mean, yeah, that's one of the reasons why I'm appreciating having these conversations, especially about the band thing, because I really want to know where you're at, and so that we can communicate about how we can make this so that it's not like there's no like stepping on each other's toes, or like that we can just be on the same page. Like, hey, this is what I want. This is what I'm clear about in my life. And then how can that fit into this whole thing, you know, so that it can kind of work out in like in a really synergistic way.
Right. Yeah, no, yeah. I think right now I'm sort of dipping my toes in. I think I really just need to see the set list, see when we're gonna perform, and then match that up with my business schedule. Like, okay, this is what's going on in my business around that time. Will I be able to put in that time, you know? And then we can go from there. But yeah, I definitely don't want to be like, oh yeah, I can make it, and then I like, show the practice. I didn't really practice, though. I'm not really up to par. I definitely don't want to do that.
Yeah, that's the other thing I appreciated about you guys. Like, you guys were very like ready, like you knew the songs and stuff. And
yeah, I don't want to come in, because you kind of ruin everyone's session.
Right.
By not knowing your part.
Right.
Everyone practiced, but you didn't. Okay, now we don't have the guitar part for this part, or the piano part for this part. And it's like, okay, we can't fully practice a song now. And then yeah, it just
rehearsals
messes up the whole role.
aren't for learning your part. Rehearsals are for bringing it all together.
Right. Yeah. We learned that in band, so.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, we man, I was in music for like 18 years, so. Yeah,
Really?
or not 18. That's an exaggeration. Like since I was 7, so.
Like you did like
7 to 18, always in music.
Yeah.
10 years.
All right, so I think we're gonna end it soon. So, any last thoughts?
This was good.
No, yeah.
Should do more. Yeah, I had fun.
I'm gonna do a lot more podcasts. I
Yeah.
like these.
Yeah.
I'm really scared of getting canceled, though.
You are?
Yeah.
But like, who's gonna cancel you though?
True. That's true.
I think as long as you speak your truth, like you're not gonna, like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I think too, because I haven't listened to myself speak that much. So of course I need to practice, but then it's like, okay, if I cannot enunciate my thoughts that well, maybe I'm getting my point across wrong.
Yeah.
But I guess that's something I have to just learn from in the end anyways. It's just
Yeah.
a part of the process.
Yeah.
Like maybe I'll be misunderstood. But that's just because I need to get better. That's just part of the process.
Yeah.
It's like public speaking.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I've never taken a class like that.
Yeah.
It's good practice. Yeah. I don't talk too much, to be honest, but I think it's something I need to start working on for sure.
Mhm.
We should go talk to girls.
We should, or you, or like we should, or what?
All of us.
All of us. Yeah.
Just like go around Waikiki,
No,
Just
dude,
like-
you gotta go Alamana
Alamana.
during the day.
Almana during the day is good,
Yeah.
but it's a lot of tourists. I mean, it's always gonna be tourists.
Yeah, I mean better than Waikiki. I mean Waikiki's a lot. Well, I guess Waikiki's more your age. Or no, there's people your age in Alamana during the day.
Yeah.
It's a good variety.
I've
But I
been,
feel like
yeah.
I feel like when we went to Waikiki that night, there was just all tourists,
And Jessica,
and just which was a
which is
tourist.
a tourist. But
Dude.
Jessica was like a beautiful tourist.
There was this cute girl. I mean, me and Evan were walking, and then we were like approaching women. We only approached like I approached one. No, I approached one. Evan approached two.
You approached a few, I think.
No, I only approached one. I think.
You approached the
That
one
night.
standing in line,
And that's it.
and then
You approached-
Jessica.
Yeah, and then there's these three girls that I walked by, and then I saw the Asian girl, but I didn't. I think like instinctively I was like I don't want to approach them because there's three of them. But then Evan was like, oh, they look kind of cute when I approached them. I'm like, frick, dude, that Asian girl's actually really cute. Let's go. So then
Damn.
Evan runs over, dude, and then there's like a white girl in the middle. She's like looking behind. She sees us coming, and then like Evan like walks in front of him, and then I come in, and I'm like, are any of you guys single? And then like the two girls on the side, the white girl were single, and then frick, Evan puts out yo-yo, started doing yo-yo tricks, and then I started talking to the Asian girl that was super cute. He's like, yeah, my name's Jessica, and I'm like, and she was so
You
pretty.
you gave them your business card.
I gave him my business
That
card.
was good.
I was like, here's my business card, my number's on it. You can contact me at any time.
That was good.
And then I was like, yeah, where are you guys from? They're like, from Michigan. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, and like, when you guys leave? Oh, in 2 days. I'm like, oh god.
Damn.
Like this
It was
girl's
kind of sad.
this girl's gone. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and then
The good
we
thing
just- we
about
just
cold
talked for a
approach though
bit.
is like you can always just talk to different girls. Like if that one doesn't work out, there's like hundreds more that you can talk to.
yeah, no, yeah, that one didn't work out, but it was like a really good conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways,
I kind of sacrificed myself because I was like being the wingman because I was talking to the one that was less attractive and I was like
Yeah,
just like trying to vibe with her,
yeah.
which is cool.
Yeah, that's a strategy because you gotta if your friend wants a chick and there's like two chicks, then you gotta talk to the other one to like
Yeah, distract
keep
her,
'em-
keep them distracted.
or keep them like not just standing there, the whole time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I see. That's a good strat. So you said there was 3 of them though, yeah?
there's three of them. Yeah.
The last one had a
You should have
boyfriend,
brought me. Oh,
Oh,
I see. What
yeah.
it is.
but hey, Royce would have fooled anyway.
yeah.
No
I
way,
should have
man.
broken through.
Yeah, but there's a cute girl at the coffee shop today.
Hmm.
Yeah. She like looked at me all confused when like I said, hey, I just said like hi to get her attention. And then when I told her she was pretty, she had like the biggest smile.
Did you didn't ask for her number?
No, I mean that wasn't intent.
That was today.
Oh, you should have just asked for the number though.
Oh. Yeah, next time.
Next time.
Yeah, I mean like
But that's good though that you did
yeah,
that.
the main thing I did it was because in my head I was just like talking to myself in the head the whole time. And that was like the whole thing in June too. I wanted to
Yeah.
approach several women, but I just kept talking to myself in my head. So
Yeah.
today I was like, dude, I need to stop talking to myself in my head.
Yeah, literally every guy does that. That's like a very, like, that's a universal thing where you would just be sitting there. You're like, I really want to talk to this girl, but I'm fucking scared.
Yeah.
And then you make up all these excuses for why you're not going to talk to her. But in reality, at the end of the day, you just have to fucking do it.
Yeah, something that helped me a lot too was I actually saw a clip of Andrew Tate, and he was like, yeah, if you see a beautiful girl, within 2 seconds, I'm going to tell her she's beautiful. Because if I don't, I start thinking these things like, oh, maybe she's busy, maybe she has a boyfriend, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, dude, Andrew Tate is saying this. Okay, every guy probably thinks this, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's normal. You just gotta be true to your intentions.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not a bad thing to call someone pretty. Like,
No.
I think you're really pretty. Have a good day.
Yeah.
And you make someone's day by saying that.
That's true.
Dude, even just talking about it, it's making me a little nervous. I'm not even.
Oh
in
yeah,
it.
really?
Yeah.
I guess you just gotta do it, cause like,
Just
Oh yeah.
oh
no.
man, I did it. I'm like, dude, it's like a good feeling, making someone smile like that.
Yeah, like even though if you don't get it down, like or
Yeah,
It's
I
just
mean,
the fact you did it.
yeah, that's all that matters.
yeah.
And it gives you that boost, confidence boost, right?
You just did. You went out of your comfort zone. You did what you needed to do.
Yeah, I mean, like, you don't have to like do it for like sex or like a date. Just like
Yeah. Or
just
even
make someone's day, you know,
Yeah.
or like just like to like make someone's day more interesting,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Interesting.
Yeah. You ever do any cold approaches?
No,
You should.
All right, we're gonna get Royce.
bro. I mean, I work at a computer shop, bro. Like, it's just freaking men most of the time.
Dude, I work in business. It's 40-year-old men and 40-year-old women.
Did
All day,
actually
every day.
didn't you do you said you didn't do any cold approaches too, right? Before, like when
No.
you did that first one, right?
No.
Yeah, so that was your first one, wasn't it? Or
Yeah, I mean
basically
the first
the one at
was,
the gym.
First one was at the gym.
That was your first
That was
ever?
my first ever cold approach.
Wow,
Wow.
that's crazy.
I've never done one.
Yeah, Jessica was my third, and then today was my fourth, technically.
Yeah.
Or no, actually, I think 2 weeks ago, I was standing in line and I asked this girl like in line like, oh, what should I get to drink here? I didn't know. It's like, oh, you should get the what was that drink called? Frick, it was this weird health drink.
Kombucha.
Yeah, she like kombucha, and I'm like, God, I don't want kombucha. I was like, oh, I'll get something else. Yeah, but I guess I talked to her, but it wasn't like anything.
There was no intent.
Or there was some intent. I wanted to talk to her, but like,
I mean, like you didn't express like, hey, I'm attracted to you.
yeah, well, I wasn't attracted to her. But I just wanted to talk to her. Yeah.
Okay, so it's just a chill little conversation. Yeah. No, I think cold approach is really valuable. I think it's so valuable because you just get out of your comfort zone. Same reason why ice baths are valuable, because it's like you do something that is like difficult.
Ice baths? You
Mhm.
said?
Yeah.
Oh.
You ever do an ice bath?
No, I've never done like an ice bath, but I've been starting to take cold showers.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that's super good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like it's all like in your mind, you know. Like just pretend you're in the sun or something. You're in a cold shower.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cold showers make my day better.
Yeah.
Like, literally make my day better. When I compare like a morning with a cold shower versus without a cold shower, my morning's actually better.
Hmm.
Cool. It does wake you up a little bit too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, for me, I guess.
No, yeah, cold approaches are good because
Maybe that's why they call it a cold approach, because it's like taking a cold shower. So,
yeah, but a lot of people say it's bad. That's why the cold approach.
well, I mean, there's pros and cons.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but why did they say they're bad, or what have you heard?
Or like when I talk to my friends about it, it's like, oh, like it's not worth the risk. So that's a good. That's
What's
a good
the risk?
Yeah, that's the thing. They're like, it's not worth the risk, but is there a risk? Thinking about it is
There's
very,
less risk.
very
There's
minimal
very
risk.
little risk.
Like maybe like 5%.
So that's just them. That's just their egos, like not wanting to do it and just making excuses.
Right.
But there are legitimate arguments for why cold approach isn't as good.
Uh-huh.
Because like, let's say you meet somebody through a warm contact. You meet a girl through a friend, or like you have a female friend and then she introduces you to a girl.
Mhm.
That you have instant rapport.
Right.
They have to be nice to you. They have to get to know you because of the social aspect of things. So you have a lot more ins. It's easier to build connection, things like that. So there's value in that. But yeah, with cold approach, the good thing is that one, you could do more of it. Like if you go out, you don't have to like wait till you find somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody. It's like you're just go out and talk to whoever you
Yeah,
want.
but someone's really hard, to be honest.
Mm-hmm. And then the other valuable thing is just like it just helps you to get better, like just be more confident because it's so difficult. Like it's just a way to grow your social skills in a really effective way. So, you know, there's so many different pros and cons to it, but I definitely think there's no reason not to do it.
Yeah, I mean, I think because it's one of those things where a lot of people tell you it's the wrong move when it actually isn't. 'Cause I was actually talking to two girls yesterday. I was like, okay, what if I go up to a girl and like say, I think you're very pretty. Like, oh, no, that's like kind of awkward. That's like, you shouldn't say that. Like, lead with something else. Maybe because how I said to them at that moment, but like that line has always worked for me. At least like 3 out of 3 times, you know. So
Yeah. The thing
like-
is like you don't ask a fish how to fish.
right.
You don't ask a fish how to catch fish.
Oh, that's true.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I never heard that quote in a while, but that's
Yeah.
very true. That's very true.
Yeah, like if you want to catch fish, you got to talk to the fisherman. So
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, you should go cold approach. It's like when people are like, yeah, you gotta go to college. It's like, no, not technically, you know.
Mm.
It's like what is true in your universe? Like in one of my friends' universe, cold approach is too risky.
Yeah.
In my universe, there's no risk at all, you know.
Yeah, I agree with you more. Yeah, I mean, what's the worst that could happen, right?
Yeah, and that like it normally never happens.
Yeah.
I mean, the worst that can happen is you get rejected.
Yeah. The worst that can happen is you're actually really bad at it and you actually come across creepy, but you're adaptable, so you get better at the skill and then you get good at it.
Yeah, so yeah, I mean
And
that's
then it's a win-win.
gonna happen. I mean, it's inevitable. You're gonna come off creepy at some point. Like, but it's just like that's part of the process of it.
And sometimes it's not even your fault though. It's just like the girl just has a bad association with it.
Yeah.
Like 99 girls liked it. One girl had a bad association with those types of things.
Yeah. This one girl I approached at Column Mall, I was like,
Yeah.
I can't even remember what I said. I was like, hey, like, how's your day going or something? And she's like, I have a boyfriend. And I was like, oh, okay, well, no, I just wanted to say, like, I thought you were really pretty and I just wanted to give you a compliment. And she like looked at me with a death stare. And I was like, all right, well, have a great day. I like put up my like hand to high five her. And she was like, no, I'm not doing that. And I was like, and she like walked away with like a grunt. She was like, ugh. It was like, all right, well, whatever.
Oh, those are interesting stories.
Yeah, it was interesting. I was just like, it was funny because you realize that it has nothing to do with you. You're like, all right, well, you could have been a nice like normal human, but you were like,
Yeah.
you were not. You know, maybe she like really wants to protect her relationship, which is respectable, but also like, you know, I don't know. It's like the main point is like I just realized it wasn't about me at all. She just had her own thing going on.
Yeah. I think at the end of the day, you look at the sun setting, you know, and then it's the start of a new day, and you're still alive.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, and on that story, there's tons of other stories where the girls were really receptive, and it's just like you get their number, go on a date or whatever. So
Yeah.
so yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Like we're pretty done. So
Yeah. I mean, I think this conversation can actually keep going, but
it could.
gotta head home.
That's how conversations be.
Yeah. I've actually feel like I'm starting to get into it. But
Yeah, we're flowing. We're flowing.
It's all-nighter.
talking till 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's it, I guess. So I already asked this, but like any last words before you die?
Get out of your comfort zone. That's how you grow. It's like going to the gym. It doesn't feel good at first, but pain is gain.
True. Royce.
Good luck, guys. Cold approach.
All right. That was it. All right. Bye.